Hey and howdy everyone, it's Jeannie with Paper Pixie Ink, and today I'm going to be doing a quick walkthrough of this journaling card album, I guess. This measures 8.5 by 4.5. It is 2.5 inches wide, and this one's a little different because instead of the binding for the pages being on a side spine, if you will, it's actually along the back. This allowed me to get quite a few more pages in it. So this actually has 12 signatures and they are pockets, so I was able to use quite a bit of my scraps along with a bunch of my 3x4 journaling cards. So the 3x4 journaling cards were kind of perfect to do this with. I was able to use, there's 45 in here, so there's a lot of them. And I was able to use quite a few of them within this little album. So let's take a look. It's really plain. I've left this really plain. I might decide to add more to the cover later. I'm not sure. I haven't really done one like this before, and I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. So we'll see. But it is a little different. So it's kind of like a gatefold closure. This is just magnetized. So there's magnets on both sides to hold this on, and this is just a piece of chipboard that I've covered in the black cardstock, and then this was one of the 3x4 journaling cards, and this is just a piece of ephemera. So it's pretty basic. The sides are just boring, and then like I said, I used a lot of scrap paper that I had from making the 8x8 album to finish off this album. So when you open up the inside, I have used some of the chipboard stickers that had different sayings on them. So those are used kind of throughout, and they do kind of blend with most of the pages, which is kind of, you know, nice. These pages are large enough to put, you know, photos on. So they're not, I mean, it's not a bad album to put, you know, 3x4 photos on if you wanted to cover the whole page, or 2.5 by 3.5. It works quite well. So there are 12 of these on here. So as you can see, they're attached to the back, not to one of the sides. And then this is just the continuation of the back. So it's a little different, but I kept it pretty basic. But I do like how you can get quite a few photos on here. So there's quite a bit of space. So some of the pages do open like this. So, and then some of them have, you know, different cards on them. And then they all have these inside the pockets. So you can definitely put a photo on these. You can use them for journaling. You could obviously put a photo on the front if you wanted. So there's quite a bit of space in there. So let's just take a look at all of the pieces. So the earth has music for those who listen. Fight for your fairy tale. Isn't that beautiful? Like, seriously, that's just gorgeous. So these open up. This is still open. This is a piece of the ephemera, so it's still open, so you could take a photo in there. It says dream here. You have a beautiful dragonfly. Let your dreams blossom. And again, you can definitely stick a photo here. Forget me not. Your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly. And then this says wildly dreaming, and again, this is open, so you can tuck a photo on here. And this just says, it's you because no one else makes sense. Just really, really pretty paper. If I had a flower for every time I thought of you, I could walk in my garden forever. And this, again, is open, so you can tuck in there. And this says, you do not just wake up and become the butterfly. Growth is a process. So, pretty. What if I fall? Oh, but darling, what if you fly? Let your dreams blossom. So, this is just a little butterfly. This just says fly, so this is another piece of the ephemera. It is open. And then we have a dragonfly over here. These open. And this is open. So you can tuck a photo in here. It just says follow your heart. Your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly. And that one says, if I had a flower for every time I thought of you, I could walk in my garden forever. So a lot of these are kind of repeat, but there are quite a few options within that journaling card notepad. Sweeter than fiction. I'll spread my wings and learn to fly. I'll do what it takes until I touch the sky. This is Sweet Dreamers. And that just is the same one. The earth has music for those who listen. This is Heart and Lovely. We've got the Fight for Your Fairy Tale with that gorgeous hummingbird again. You Were Made to Bloom. Dreamer, That's What She Was. So again, I mean, just within the pockets themselves, you have enough space that you could potentially put 24 photos, right? Because you could potentially put a photo on the front, and you can definitely put a photo on the back of each one of these. So if you wanted to leave all of the journaling cards intact with the sayings on them, you'd still have a space for 12 photos right off the bat just inside the pockets. And then every second set of pages open like this. So even if you didn't want to cover up the journaling cards, you'd still have one here, you could put another one here, and another one here. So just within this section of pages, just the inside, you have 4 more photos. So there is quite a bit of space in here for photos if you want it. And this tucks as well. This would obviously fit a photo perfectly. And you can tuck a photo in here as well. And this says Bloom and Blossom, Be Brave, and Dream, Fly, and Love. So there are quite a bit of options for both journaling and photos in here. I didn't count, but I would say that there's probably enough room in here for 50 photos. So quite a bit of space for such a tiny little album. And again, I used the journaling cards because I only used a few of them within my 8x8 album. So I used my journaling cards and then a bunch of scraps that I had from making the 8x8 album. I still have a bunch of the 3x4 journaling cards and a lot, not all, but a lot of the 4x6 journaling cards. And I still have some of the 12x12 pages from the 32-page paper pad. So there are, if you buy a collection, you can definitely make quite a few projects out of it, depending on what your interests are and what your goals are. So this is project number 2 from the collection. I will be sharing another project soon, so stay tuned for that. I will do my best to link everything that I have used. This one is a lot more simplistic than my previous 8x8 album, but I will do my best to link everything that I used in this album as well. So if you are interested, the links will be below. And as always, if you are interested in seeing more videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, everyone.